And now sports with Chris Duerr from the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Sports Desk.
Well, as postseason tune-ups go, Quincy High School got the ultimate tester tonight in a neutral site showdown on the pitch with Chatham-Glenwood. Chatham-Glenwood is awfully good. Playing tonight at Illinois College at England Field, the Blue Devils did put on a performance tonight at the defensive end, particularly Taylor Foey in net, doing what she does. Waves of saves tonight. Taylor Foey all over it as Chatham-Glenwood with that explosive offense just could not figure her out. Even on breakaway opportunities, Taylor was awesome tonight. She made every save but one. That came with 18 minutes left in the game. Off of a ricochet, you're going to see Rylan Law right here let fly. She's going to find the crossbar, and unfortunately for Quincy High School, it's the only goal that matters and the only goal that will go in after this last Taylor Foey save. Quincy High School loses a heartbreaker tonight as they cannot figure out the back end of the defense at the other end and could not score. The Blue Devils fall tonight by the final count of 1-0. Elsewhere on the docket, very limited day of softball. Central rallies to beat Payson Seymour in comeback fashion 9-8, and United Township drops 17 runs on the Blue Devils across the street in a 17-3 victory. It was senior night for Quincy High School tennis, and what an opponent, taking on crosstown rival Q&D. We'll start you off at number 2 singles. Alex Strong going hard at Jason Darien. Strong right there with a huge forehand for the Raiders with the smash right there, and then an absolute kill shot. But Mr. Darien would wither the storm, and with some cleverness right here with an absolutely killer drop shot, end up winning this match at number 2 singles, 6-4, 6-3. Good stuff from Jason Darien. Take you up to number 1 singles. Daniel Dyer serving to Trevor Nelson right here. Nelson sneaks one inside the end line right here very cleverly for the early point. Dyer would have his revenge. Nelson can't return the nifty backhand right here, at least not effectively enough to get it in. But ultimately, this was Nelson's day, serving and winning 6-2, 6-1. Quincy High School would complete, I should say, the series sweep of the Raiders, winning today 8-1 and finishing the regular season at 19-5. Let's do some baseball. Senior night as well for the Blue Devil Diamond guys, and that included the family Lawson, Rick, head coach, Jansen, son, mom, everybody a part of this one. Pretty special night in this one, although not a special start for the Blue Devils. They found themselves down 3-0 early in this one. Gavin Powell going to try to reverse polarity in the bottom of the second inning with a ricochet ball to third. That's going to play to run. It's 3-1 at this point. Kyle Taylor with the bases juice. Mr. Taylor just over the head of the center fielder in this one to drive home 3, clearing the bases. Suddenly, it's a 4-3 game. Tykel hammers. It's a surname, and it's also a verb because Tykel gets every last bit of this pitch, leaves the yard for a 2-run jack. Suddenly, the Blue Devils were up 6-3. Gavin Powell going to add another one in the bottom of the third. Quincy High is going to hold off a late Central charge and win this game by the final count of 9-7. Across town, Macomb visiting Q&D. This was an interesting ball game as the Bombers would jump out to an early 3-0 lead. Bottom of the second in this one. Here comes Gavin Dolman and company. Dolman doubles down the line, and he's going to beat the tag here by Drew Watson with a Jedi mind trick. Might have slid a little too early. Actually worked to Gavin's better effect in this one. Ethan Rose with the equivalent of a swinging bunt right here cuts the Macomb lead down to 3-2. Then Owen Triplett with the RBI, and we're all tied up at 3 apiece in this one. How about some great play in the hole by your shortstop, Langdon Lambert, to end the threat in this one. He's going to go deep and get the snare right here to end Q&D's further threat right there at that point. And then at the top of the third, here come the Bombers yet again, reloading the offense. Going to start with Jake Hobson with a single. Then Nick Elby is going to single. Now, it looked like Macomb might have a huge inning brewing, but Owen Triplett is going to pick Mr. Hobson off third base. Little Jedi mind trick of his own. throw in the other direction. Don't often see the throw down to third. Triplet is picked off, but Emmett Beck is going to rally the troops with a big single to score. Macomb ultimately pulls off the victory today and does so rather nicely, winning 8-5 at Q&D's expense. Again, Beck and company getting the job done at Ferd Neiman Jr. Field on the day. Elsewhere in baseball, West Hancock with a big day over Payson Seymour 8-3. Route Catholic, to the surprise of absolutely no one, is your WIVC tournament champion, taking down Greenfield Northwestern. Pittsfield gets an absolute gem today on the hill from Connor Allen in a shutout victory over Liberty. Illini West jumps all over Beardstown. In Northeast Missouri, it was Hannibal shutting out Highland, 15-0, your final on that one. And Mark Twain makes it 2 straight with a big win over Clopton. 10-4 was your final on that one. Finally tonight, awards news from the Great Lakes Valley Conference as Quincy University ace and Q&D alum Griffin Kern is named the Conference Player of the Year. Kern was a perfect 6-0 in his league starts with a 3.04 GLVC ERA and a 2.7 overall earnings. His 69 strikeouts were the second highest total in the GLVC. Also, Hawks third baseman David Broughton was named your GLVC Freshman of the Year as well.